Welcome back everyone. This is a tutorial on how to set up your Palworld dedicated server for multiplayer and edit the config file for it. After you download Palworld dedicated server, right click in Steam in your library. Palworld dedicated, right click, manage, browse local files. So this default Palworld settings.ini is not the configuration file that is used when you set up your server and run it. It doesn't use these settings. If you go back, this configuration file is a sample of it's a sample. So basically it's a template. It's not used to actually control anything that goes on your server. You're gonna have to modify the pal saved config Windows Server Palworld settings.ini. Secondly, since this is a template, what you want to do is grab the fourth and fifth line, go to the very end, Control C so to copy it to your clipboard. This is a template for, again, just your server settings. We're going to go next to this location. So in here, in our Palworld server, go to Pal, go to Save, go to Config, go to Windows Server, scroll down, you will find Palworld settings.ini. Open that in Notepad or Notepad++ if you had it. Usually this is not populated. You'll see an empty file like so. So go ahead and Control V to paste. What this will do is drop in that script. And in here you can configure all your world settings, your XP, PAL capture, how many PAL spawn. Messing with some of these settings will increase, decrease your performance of the system that is running the dedicated server, depending on how high you run some of these. One big one is this PAL spawn number rate. Normally, I believe one PAL spawns and it's set to 1. You can make it 10, you can make it 100, but 100 is like having an army of PALs running around. And if you attack one, they all attack you. So keep that in mind. Messing with some of these servers will make the game better or worse for yourself if you're playing with just you or a couple other people. Secondly, collection drop rate is also another one. You can set that to a higher number. Be careful, it's another performance issue. If you set it too high, will give the server lag because it's trying to drop. Normally you would drop one item per, let's say, a piece of iron you're mining, you're supposed to get 1 iron. So this will drop 10 from hitting it once with whatever tool you're using, really. And if you're playing in multiplayer online, you're trying to get your friends to join, you can also set the number of max players in the server, which is a good way to limit it. It's how you get your default Palworld server name. And also importantly, your server password. You can make, by default, this isn't filled in, which means anyone can join your server. If you set a server password, people are going to have to enter that password in order to join in, which is good. Public IP can be blank. It'll automatically fill it in and use your public IP. And as far as port forwarding, which ports, you gotta forward your public port, whatever number is in there. TCP, UDP on your router have to been port forwarded. In this case, the default 8211 has to be port forwarded. Also, RCON port 25575 TCP UDP also has to be port forwarded. And lastly, let me just pull this up really quick. I'll gotta hide my screen. I am also on a Windows 11, so yours is going to be different. But if you're planning on playing online, people are trying to connect to you, you still have difficulties, ensure that your network is set to public network. So, and then once you have the port forwards on your router set, your network set to public, people should be able to join into your game. And that is it. Thank you guys again. If you guys like this, leave a like and subscribe for more tutorials on how to set up dedicated servers. Bye.